Blog Talk Radio.
Can never see its purpose in the pattern of the grand design. And the stone that sits on the very top of the mountain's mighty face, does it think it's more important than the stones that form the base? So how can you see what your life is worth, or where your value lies? You can never see through the eyes of man. You must look at your life. Look at your life through heaven's eyes. A lake of gold in the desert sand is less than a cool, fresh spring, and to one lost sheep, a shepherd boy is greater than the richest king. If a man lose everything he owns, has he truly lost his worth, or is it the beginning of a new and brighter birth? So how do you measure the worth of a man in wealth or strength or size, in how much he gained or how much he gained? The answer will come to him who tries to look at his life through heaven's eyes. And that's why we share all we have with you, though there's little to be found. When all you've got is nothing, there's a lot to go around. No life can escape being blown about by the winds of change and chance. And no, you never know all the steps. You must learn to join the dance. You must learn to join the dance. Look at your life. Look at your life through heaven's eyes.
Well, good evening. Yes, good evening. And I can see the chat room is filling up quite nicely now. And with guests from new and guests from old afar. Welcome, Patty Rose, welcome, Lavender, Melly66, and other guests that are not signed in yet. So guests 1151, guest 1158, guest 1159. If you make yourself a member of Blog Talk Radio, you can sign in and then talk to the people in the chat room or listen to any show free of charge and be a follower of this show. So I wonder if you'd be good enough to give me a sound check. I know we're 10 seconds behind, so you can give me a sound check by just typing in the chat room that you can hear me. Perfect. Thank you, Lavender. That's really good. I've changed my microphone, actually. I've got a headset on rather than the professional microphone because when I was playing it back last week, there seemed to be a little bit of a sound difference. And you know, folks, the voice is very, very important. For the voice, they actually told me this about 20 minutes ago. The voice carries coding. When you're listening to a voice and it's clear, precise, and you've also got someone's eyes in contact with your own eyes, you're downloading information. Wow, I knew something like that was going on many, many years ago with me when I was looking at people and thinking, what's going on? But to actually be told it about 10 minutes before the show started, I absolutely love it, because the voice is very important. Most of you who listen to the show would know that when I was born, yes, 5 years after I was born, I then developed a very, very bad speech impediment. It's called karma, and I thought it was obviously through my parents, but it was actually, because I signed a contract to come into this world with a voice impediment. Yes, with a speech impediment, and it took me all my life to actually own it. And it was only when I got information from kind of Archangel Michael, yes, actually, and he told me about my past lives, where I'm really not going to go into it now, but the voice, was kind of very, very important. And now in this life, I've come back to actually continue the voice work, because the voice is very, very important. And I think by your own explanation of how you speak to people, if you lower your voice and speak softly like a child would to a child, you actually get people's attention, because it's very, very disheartening for people to be shouted at. But when you kind of talk nicely and quiet at them, like you would do a child, when your words are precise and you've got love behind them all, then all you can talk about, all that's broadcasted through the words, is a love vibration from your heart. So this is why tonight there's a change of microphone, because then I can sit back on my chair, and in fact I could walk around the room actually. Now that's different, because I've got a long enough wire, and hopefully I can get a wireless headset soon, so I can actually walk around the room, keep my eye on the computer. Well, it's big enough, it's a 27-inch screen. Yes, wow. And hopefully next week I can get another big monitor. So the voice is very, very important. With the voice and the heart coupled together, you are bypassing the ego when you talk to somebody. When you speak from your heart and let it take use of the words, or control of the words which you're formatting in your voice box, I should say, you're talking from your heart. You're becoming more heart-centered. For the only way we can change Mother Earth, beloveds, the only way we can bring heaven on earth, is to go from our hearts. Be in our hearts all the time. Never come out of it. Now, we realized all this years ago. We realized this before we was even brought down onto the planet by our own higher self, that everything had to come from a degree of knowing. And in that degree of knowing, we kind of put a veil around it. And part of the process here on Mother Earth, actually folks, is to take that veil off. Remove the veil so we can see our true selves, to see the beauty, to see the radiance that our heart has for ourselves first and foremost. Poppycock, horseradish to other people. Yes, that's a profound and excitement statement. When you think horseradish or poppycock to other people in unconditional love, you turn that unconditional love on yourself first and foremost, and then you start to realize one has got to step into their own power first and foremost, and then you can help other people. Prime example has just been brought to me now. How many times have you traveled in an aeroplane when the air hostess has asked you to only put your own oxygen mask on first, and then when you've put your own mask on, then you can help other people to put their mask on? So it's the same thing. One has to help ourselves first and foremost, and then other people. So it's the heart vibration we talk about in words that you can understand, rather than plenty of words which then you lose the vibration of what we're saying in the words. You do not throw 10,000 words in a book where only 3,000 words will be precise and get the message across perfectly. So it's how many words can you say, I love you? How many words can you put in that statement which camouflage it? Like, you know, my love, I need to tell you something, but I don't know if you'll accept it, and maybe you will. I've been thinking about it all day. Shall I tell you it? For God's sake, they say. What are you talking about? I love you. Only 3 words mean it. And those 3 words mean you love yourself. Now, tonight's show is about coming from the heart, being in the heart center. For when you're in the heart center, you can receive messages, but it bypasses the ego. Your heart is directly connected to your higher self. And when you connect with your higher self, you'll feel it within your heart. Think about your heart now. Put your feeling in to that muscle. Go on, all of you. Those in the chat room and those listening to this show after in the archives. Put your feeling into your heart. I bet you cannot stop smiling. You smile at the same time. Go on, I dare you. Crack a smile. Have an upside down face. Smile. Now feel your heart light up. For you're smiling and you're loving yourself. So all together on the count of 3, let's all smile to each other and ourselves first. Let's connect our hearts together on this radio show. A radio show brought together by the count of 12 for all those who are interested in moving forward in their soul journey with the assistance of their higher self and beyond. So all together, 1, 2, 3, smile, feel it within your heart, and welcome to the circle of love. Welcome to the circle of protection, of higher information. Welcome. And we're going to go straight to the switchboard because it's filling up. We're going to bring area code 443 on, and then we're going to bring Lavender on, and then after that we're going to bring area 203. And in the meantime, we'll take questions from the chat room, so please put your questions there. Make sure they're not Mickey Mouse questions, because they will not get answered. So wakey, chat room, don't go to sleep, because I can see you're sleeping, some of you. Wakey. So here we go. Area code 443-905. You're coming online now. Who are you and where are you from?
Hi.
You're online now,
Hi.
905.
Hi, this is Kathy from Maryland.
Hello, Kathy from Maryland. I can hear you very loud and clear. Thank you very much for coming on to the show. Now, beloved.
Thank you.
Are you in your heart center?
Yes.
What do you feel like when in your heart center? If I can ask you, which hand have you got free now? Can you hold your
right
telephone?
hand,
Yes, right. Brilliant. Can you put your right hand on top of your heart? Take a big deep breath. Or can you do it now? Take a big deep breath, hold it for 3 seconds, then breathe out. And then ask your question. So you're coming from your heart, you're bypassing your ego and the mind.
I've been trying to live more in joy in my heart. And I would like to know about my soul's the growth.
That's a generic question. In what area of your soul are you looking for growth? Because your path is long, has been a little bit arduous, but what you've planted in the past 5 years, because what you've thought about, what you've done, what you've achieved, how you've changed your life is coming to fruition. I'm just telling you that now because that's what they've told me. I'm not in channel yet. When I'm in channel, you will know about it. So do you understand what they've just said?
Yeah, that I have been working on myself for 5 years. To be in my heart center.
And how would you feel about that? And were they correct?
Definitely. I feel like I'm almost to the end of the road as far as completing my mission to help people. But I also feel, I mean, my ego is like patience, you know. I'm trying to be more patient in my heart.
That is a good place to be, beloved. You see, we didn't have to step in channel. We just stood behind our partner. He doesn't like to be called instrument. Oh, by the way, we are the Council of 12. We are here now, integrated within you all. He realized through the vibration of your words what you've been trying to accomplish. And we will say, satisfactory, beloved. You've done a remarkable job. You've moved out of Maya and delusion. You see things for what they are, even though sometimes you don't like what you feel and see. You're still working on the higher vibration of your thought patterns. The thought patterns are in 3 stages. But you're working on the higher thought, transmuting. You're trying to transmute the thoughts before they even come into your mind. That is the sign of a master. That is what he's doing now, using his thought patterns before they even come in to transmute the thoughts that he thought he was going to be thinking into the thoughts of love and compassion for self and for other people. This is the decoding of your DNA, and we say this to you now. You are decoding, you are restranding your DNA. No one can do it for you, beloved, except yourself. For the past 5 years, you have moved forward, even to the disgust of other people. Do you understand this so far?
Yes.
Shall we continue? Shall we continue to talk to you? Hello? Are you there? Well, folks, I think we've dropped that call. It's just disappeared. Wow, I don't know what happened there. She still seems to be on the switchboard. So we'll have to leave that call there for now. I'm getting no sound off her. Could you all give me a voice check in the chat room, please? See if you can still hear me. And did you hear the lady talking? Just got to make sure, because I haven't got a co-host, you see, at the moment. So it'd be wonderful to... okay, you can still hear me. Okay, well, maybe the lady will come back. So at the moment we're going to have to just put her on hold. And I'll tell you what we're going to do then. We're going to bring Lavender in. Oh, Lavender, you're coming in now, my darling.
Hello.
Hello, Lavender. I was just going to say, who are you and where you're from? But I know who you are.
I'm just me from Mexico.
You're just me. I know who you are. We know who you are. Yes, you helped our instrument many times doing the photograph work, and we appreciate that. So in return favour, we would ask you to hold your phone with your left hand, put your right hand on your heart, breathe in to the count of 3 seconds, hold it for 3 seconds, and then release for another 3 seconds. And then ask your question.
Okay, well, I feel like I'm very lost. Like I try one way and I pull that way and then I push the other way and then I'm just completely confused about a direction. Specifically, professionally, but any area in my life, it's a bit cloudy. So some direction would be really nice.
We would like you to find a compass and not point it to north, south, west and east, but to point it to the stars. Because I'm sure in Mexico, when you have the clear nights, you can see the stars, especially where you are. We understand the duress you've been through with the physical loss of your mother in the physical body. We will add to this that your mother is in perfect health. As we talk to you now, we are scanning your physical frame and see the hole left in your heart where the mother vibration held. That, my dear, is being worked on by one of the council members called Mother Mary. You will have a different name in your neck of the woods for this divine being. Now, this divine being wants to come forward and to talk to you in the vibration that you will hold sacred within your heart. Would you allow this, Lavender?
Yes, please.
It has been many moons since we contacted you, beloved. You have seemed to got yourself into what you call a pickle on your earth plane. Now the pickle can be resorted. It can be remapped. I would like you to think about the possibility of how brilliant you are and how you hold the space for the animal kingdom. Direction you ask for, the direction that you may seek in time, is to work with these animals in a way that you've never even thought about at the moment. And we say at the moment, beloved, for the moment only exists in this moment. So we ask you now to move out of what you may call, what we call, a comfort blanket. Even though you've not been thinking about this, we are saying step outside your vibrational habitat. See the world as a more loving, compassionate place to you. You put outside of you the vibration you wish to bring into you. When you look at your animals, beloved, when you hold them, when you see them, when you feel them from your heart. We know. We would say, don't you, but we don't wish you to interrupt the channel at this moment. For the channel is sat on his chair and his hands are moving like he was an Italian. So he's actually bringing the vibration of the words to him for you to feel. And it's not about giving you direction, beloved, because you will feel the love within this message yourself. And in the love that we have for you, all of us here, you find your own peace and quiet. Now, in that peace and quiet, beloved, and this happens to all of you who are listening to this message, you will find the direction that the Christ talked about. You will find the peace and understanding that is never found constantly. The Bible talks about it in meditation. You are connecting to the divineness of who you are, and then going beyond that into your higher self, and beyond that into the greater selves, and into the higher selves which are helping the planet at this time. For how you see yourself, Lavender, has been not of the right vibration. You deserve, by your own words, you deserve something better. So we are now going to give you the idea and the words to bring this power back to you. We want you to say, I am worthy of change. I am worthy of direction. I am giving it to myself in every word I speak to myself about. I am changing my life for the better every single day. I am perfect and powerful in every way. I am divine. I am God, even though in a miniature, minute form. You understand, beloved, you are the I am, which the I am talked about many thousands of years ago. Allow me to bring it to you, because I was the mother of the I am. And you will understand the Mother Mary vibration in your neck of the woods rather than any other vibration at this time, because it has been centered in the energy of the Holy Mother. Do you understand this, beloved? Hello, are you there? Oh. It seems there's no sound. Yes, you were using Skype. If you're using Skype, ladies and gentlemen, I suggest you don't ring in on Skype, you ring in on your telephone. So, this is no good if you cannot talk to me. So, you can try again, Lavender. I hope you heard the situation, and I hope you can still hear me in the chat room. But what a shame, because it just cuts the channeling in two. The vibration has been changed. The vibration is still here. So maybe if anybody else is ringing in on Skype, please stop it and ring in off your natural telephone, because then it will not get disconnected. Lavender, I'm sure you will take what you need to take from the channeling, from the archives when it's posted up tonight or tomorrow morning when I put some music behind it, which changes its vibration. So, without further ado, you can ring in. What's the phone number from the UK? I'm sorry, the phone number from... Okay, it's telling me your call's been dropped, Lavender. I can see it now. The host calling is 646-2000. No, sorry. The guest calling, that's me, I'm getting confused now. I'm still in channel, my eyes are returning now. The guest calling is 347-857-1744. If you're calling from England, you need to put 011 before those numbers. So from England, it's 011-347-857-1744. And press number 1 when you get through. That will tell me you want to speak. Or type it in the chat room who you are and if you've got through to the switchboard. So, what a shame that was. We can, if I feel right before the show stops at 10 o'clock, I can extend the show. I've got the ability to extend the show if that feels right to me. Because really feel now that the council are here in their power. I started to feel it with Lavender. They were coming through, they were changing the words. As soon as the words were spoken, they were bringing a different energy, a more in tune, more direct, more precise, more phenomenal, powerful energy for us all to integrate within our heart. For when we integrate power of the spiritual powerness in our hearts, everything changes for the better. Everything changes for the better, beloveds. Even the people you talk to, even the people you smile at. A smile has a vibrational energy which is invisible. but it's felt by the other people. It's felt within their heart, and it goes straight up from in their heart, through their chakras, into the crown chakra, explodes around into the aura. And when you feel love in your aura, beloveds, you start to love. You start to smile. You start to understand yourself. You start to walk with power in your steps. You own your stride. You own your power. You take no prisoners from the outside. You show people your power, your strength. You're centered. You take no prisoners. Powerful words. For when you adapt yourself to the thoughts and feelings of other people, you are giving your God-given divine work for power through your own incarnations, through many thousands of years ago. You're giving that away. You are supposed to sometimes be indifferent to people, for it's in the indifference that you learn patience, you learn understanding, you learn empathy and sympathy with them and yourself at the same time. So, we are here still. We are on the back burner waiting for the next person. We will bring now area code 562-394. Area code, are you quaking in your boots? So you should be. 562-394. You're coming on live now with the count of 12 and our partner for this evening, as always, Denis Barnes. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
We are fine. And you? How about you? Do you feel love in your heart?
I do, and I'm excited and grateful that I'm able to speak with you.
So you should be. Do you like our sense of humor? No, you can't go into your question straight away. There has to be a joyfulness of the heart. We ask you to accept and to smile. Don't go into the question straight away, but feel the energy of yourself. And what we'd like you to do, like we said to the other two callers, hold your phone in your left hand. Would you do this for us? Well, we can see, you know. We can see.
Yeah.
Your right hand on your heart. Breathe in for 3 seconds. Breathe in for 3 seconds. Hold it for 3 seconds. And breathe out for 3 seconds. And this applies to everybody in the chat room and everybody who's listening to the show in the archives. Now you're feeling love in your heart. How may we be of assistance to you, beloved, on this fine, gracious day?
I am trying, well, not trying, I am actually doing it. Meditating every day, trying to awaken my quantum self. I had a very successful meditation where I felt my DNA was activated. And now I am trying to, when I go through my life, it's hard for me to say past life because everything is happening right now, trying to develop those gifts from the lives that I have. And I have, it's a little bit confusing at this moment because the messages that I'm getting from consoles that appear before me, it is a different energy that I'm not used to. They're men, they're all white, and they look aliens almost, like you can't really make out the faces as if they were human. And so I'm having a hard time understanding the message they're giving me, stuff that I've never heard before. So I was wondering if you can help me in that direction, understanding them better, and where is my higher self taking me?
Okay, we understand your distress at this point. When we go quiet, we are in conference with ourselves. And when we're in conference with ourselves, then we pass the information on. to our partner in ways that he can understand. And we will say this to you now, beloved. You have the gift of free will to say to your visitors, who you may call your counsel. We cannot verify this at this present time, for there are different councils in operation through all the universe. We are the Council of 12. 12 ascended masters that have walked your planet and gone on to mastership. We are what you may call famous names. But it's not about the famous names, it's the energy that we have transcended to. Now there is vibrational pockets of different energies, and this different energy will take the form of what you may call a council, or you may call ETs. But we will say this to all people who listen to this. You are responsible for yourself. You are responsible for the questions you ask yourself and the questions you ask your visitors in your mind or in meditation. They are not supposed to give you information you cannot understand. You are supposed to say, in a way, break it down. Give it to me in a way that I can understand it in the bite-sized chunks that I can digest. If they don't listen, we will say, just keep saying this to them. What normally happens, beloved, we see one of your chakras and it's spinning quite quickly, and it's the heart chakra. We want to slow it down. We want to slow the chakra down because it seems to be out of balance. The stomach chakra is also not spinning as fast as it should be. So we want you to put your attention to your solar plexus right here now, and to visualize your solar plexus spinning, the chakra spinning at the right speed, and the energy going through into your heart center. Will you do this now?
Yes.
Okay. There is an imbalance between the stomach and the heart. The mind chakra picks this all up, and then you start to come from the mind because the mind is so powerful, and then the chakra is spinning quickly. So as it's spinning quickly, you are in the mind. And what we will say to you now, beloved, step back down into your heart. Do it mentally, physically, and vibrationally. Visualize yourself into the heart now. On the count of 3, step into the heart. 1, 2, 3. You're home. You are at home now. How do you feel within your heart center now?
Much better. Thank you.
So if we said to you now, if you ask a question from your heart now, we'd like you to ask a question from your heart center, rather from the mindset which you just asked the first question. Would you like to ask us another question while we have you on the chair?
Yes. My question would be, how do I get to my destination faster? Because I'm very clear now where my path is going.
Every destination has a time stamp on it. And we will say this to you all, beloveds, who listen to this message. For you've put your own timestamp on your own destination before you came onto Mother Earth. For if you rush to the destination, if you go down your freeway and you put your car into overdrive and you hammer the throttle, all you're concerned about, beloveds, is getting to your destination. You miss the scenery. You miss the beauty of why you are here on Mother Earth. you miss the contact of maybe helping other people, a smile, a word in the right ear, a heartfelt blessing to one of your animal creations who you are here to share the planet with, for they balance you. So we would say, beloved, have faith. Put your Merkaba, yes, we use that word, put your Merkaba into autopilot. Sit back and cruise. As you're cruising, you will then be able to integrate the power that is beyond your outer scope, that is there waiting to come in with the words of encouragement to say, hey, stop here, rest here, speak to that person, take this love for that person, take what we give you from the love of somebody else. You would miss that if you kind of hurried your destination on what you call your red eye, your locomotive. Take your time, beloved, for the time will take care of itself. And we are all in accordance with what our intimate partner has just said. For we could not have rushed our progress to this level of intuitiveness. We couldn't have rushed our own integration of self and knowing that we are the God maker. We are part of God within us, and so have you. It takes time to come to the boil. It takes time for you to understand the true power of who you are in the I am presence. That is the answer to your second question, beloved. We hope we have served you well this evening.
You have. Thank you so much. Blessings to you.
Blessings to you. What we would ask you to do, if you like the show, please rate it. Please be in contact. Please tell people that there is a person who speaks through energy volcanoes, a person who tunes in to us and brings the word of comfort that reaches the soul and the heart, that enables you to go on, to feel good about yourself. We are not here to fix you or anybody, but we are here to guide, to uplift, and to give you the power that you thought you'd lost. All you earthlings are perfect. And we will say to you, please, beloveds, remember it, now and forever. For it's your job in the human ladder to help somebody else. Sooner or later, you will be put to the test. Are you ready? We are the council, and we thank you for this.
Thank you so much.
Good day, God bless. Thank you. Well, I tell you what, my friends on Blog Talk Radio, my friends who are live in the chat room now and on the switchboard is filling up quite well. It is my pleasure to sit here and to feel the vibrational love of the Council of 12. You've no idea how it fills me in my little pink heart, how it makes me feel. For when I tune off later, when I go and make something to eat and bring myself a cup of tea and I sit down on the sofa and I reflect back, I always think, have I done a good job? Was it strong enough? Was it powerful enough? Was it too powerful? Did they understand my words or the words of the council? This is what goes through all of us. This is what goes through me. So without you, I wouldn't be able to do what I feel is right, and the council won't be able to give me their messages of love, inspiration, upliftment to the human race without you being here. So thank you, beloveds, for being here from the bottom of my heart. So we will take the next caller. We're going to put 562 on hold and go in and take the next caller, and that's going to be, unless I've been there before, 360733, area code 360733. You're coming on live now. Who are you and where are you from?
Hi, this is Lori from Washington State.
I missed the first name. I do apologize.
Lori.
Lori. Okay,
Yeah.
Lori. Right, Lori, how long have you been listening to the show?
Maybe a month or so.
No, have you listened to the show from this evening when we first came online?
Yeah, since you first came on. Yeah.
So we know, hopefully you know what we're going to ask of you to do now.
Put my hand on my heart.
Exactly. Or put it in your wallet and give us your money. That's fine. You can do that if you wish. We suggest, as always, people, your phone in your left hand, your right hand on your heart. You breathe in for the count of 3 seconds. You hold it for 3. You breathe out for 3. Right, we ask you, Lori, to do that now. And then when you've breathed out, ask a question.
I would like to know how to be comfortable in my life, how to enjoy this experience. I haven't enjoyed it so far, and I'm 55. And
you have the voice of a 25-year-old.
Right, I've always had a young-sounding voice.
The voice represents the soul. Young voice, young soul. We will say this to you now, beloved. As we scan your body, we see the heart center has been affected. On a few occasions, your heart center has been really crucified.
Yes.
Do you understand this?
Yes.
Thank you. In that crucifixion of your heart, your soul the pieces of your soul go everywhere. You become disjointed. And what we're going to say to you now, the very words that we will say, you will bring your soul together. But every heartache, every incident disjoints the soul. It fractures the soul slightly. We gave him the right word because he was looking for the words. And we are not always in channel with him, beloved, because he knows this on his own bat. So when we think he could just do the top-up, we integrate our wisdom, our intellect, our vibrational energy with him. We merge our consciousness with him. What we would want you to do now, when we talk about merging consciousnesses, merge the consciousness of your higher self with your lower self. Forget the words lower and higher. It is just a self in heaven and a self on earth. Now there is a connection called your intuition, which is like your umbilical cord going from one self in heaven to the earth self. Now you've not felt this love of your higher self. You've not felt loved for a long time. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Are we correct?
Very, yes.
Then we would like to turn the tables on you. You are loved more than you think possible. We see ancestors here in spirit with us sending you the love. We see an older couple, you may call your grandparents or great-grandparents, they are sending you love. We see animals that you have lost, they are here on this side of the love. What we would like you to do and would like you to think about is loving yourself now, here in this moment, not tomorrow, the day after, not 10 seconds, but now. When you love yourself, beloved, your whole attitude changes. It goes haywire. You light yourself up like the 4th of July. And as you light yourself up, there's a reason why we're saying this in this way, beloved, that when you light yourself up, you give to yourself love, and in that love you see a direct passage of what you are trying to establish and will move to if you have that connection with yourself. So you asked us about moving forward. You asked us about direction. We have given you the right tool at this moment. Love thyself now. As you love yourself, and smile now, beloved. Crack the face muscles. Crack it wide. Smile. Now feel the love within your heart. You see how it breaks out. Now, in that moment of connection with self, you can do anything right. I will move forward, for you know you've got the love of your ancestors. I stand behind you, for I am what you call Archangel Michael. I will help you to cut the cords of not loving yourself. I will help you to cut the cords of those who have hurt the heart, but you have to help me, beloved. Do you understand what I'm saying to you now, beloved?
How do I help him? How do I do that?
You visualize in meditation. You allow us to help you in meditation. You bring the hurt to the front of the mind, and you see it being cut by either a pair of scissors or a sword or anything sharp, and you keep visualizing this cutting of the cords, and then in time you become free of self-doubt, of self-worry, because it's only the doubts of other people that you've taken on board. Do you understand our words now?
Yes, kind of. Bringing the hurts to the forefront and the visualizing them being cut away.
Exactly. Now, for a few moments, the pain might be a little bit ouch, but if you cut them and you ask for the help, remember, you ask your higher self then asks its greater self, which then asks what you may call the ascended masters, the angels, goes beyond that. You are responsible for yourself. No one can do it for you. We would love to do it for you, but this is the path you've chosen. For when you become self-realized, you are becoming so powerful, so much understanding, and it's in that powerfulness of yourself you move forward. If it was easy, beloved, everybody would be doing it. Your earth would not exist. There'll be no earth because you'll all be in heaven with us.
Well, why does this have to happen? Why?
You've chosen it. You've chosen it for self-growth. We would ask you to move out of that energy that you're in now by what we've just asked you to do.
Okay.
When you ask the questions, we will say at this moment, don't ask questions, because the mind will step in and give you what you may call Mickey Mouse answers. What we will say to you now and to everybody is to say, I am powerful and perfect. I am moving forward. Can you do that? Can you say it now?
Yes, I am powerful.
Can you say it now?
I am powerful and perfect. I am moving forward.
Thank you. When you say that, you are telling your world, you're telling yourself, I am moving forward. I am powerful. Then the universe cannot give you anything else but what you've said, the statement about yourself. I am. When you do this time and time again under your breath, when you're watching TV, when you're reading the book, or when you're driving the car, or walking the dogs, if you have this statement in your mind, in your heart, and you feel it within your heart, your life will change instantly.
Okay.
We are glad to be of service. Keep breathing, and we will suggest, maybe come back in a fortnight's time and tell us how you've been going on. Would that be accessible to you?
Yes, that'd be nice.
Okay. Then please, take our blessings, take our love, take our energy, for we freely give it to you through the words that we've uttered within your heart. You're perfect and powerful, beloved, and so all of you, all you have to do is totally believe it, and your life will change for the better. We are the council, and we take your leave, our leave of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste. God bless. Namaste.
God bless you.
You're welcome. Well, folks, that was area code 360. We're going to bring straight on area code 715 because we've only got 3 minutes left. I'll try to extend the show, but something's telling me not to extend it. So we're just going to bring area code 715-298 on. You're online. Who are you and where are you from?
Hi, this is
Hello.
Nia from Wisconsin.
Sorry, I missed your first name.
This is Nia.
Mia?
Nia, yes.
Okay. And will you speak up, please? I can hardly hear you.
I'm from Wisconsin.
Right. Okay. So how can we be of assistance to you today?
I wanted to know if there's any messages for me.
We're not a psychic show, no.
Oh.
We don't give messages like that. Have you not read the information on the promote page of the show?
Yeah, I read it. Just
okay. We're waiting for you to speak. I'm sorry, we cannot take this call because we've only got 1 minute left remaining.
Okay.
So if you care to come back next week, that's fine. But you'd have to be ready to ask a proper question. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much. God bless. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. That is area code 715. I'm sorry, folks. I've only got 90 seconds remaining, and if I try to extend the show now, I'm sure I won't be able to do it in time. So, to the ones I've missed, I do apologise. But it's better to think about the words that has been said to the other people who've got through. And if you'd like to come back in a fortnight's time, because the Count to 12 is on every fortnight, next week it's the Voices from Heaven show, which is definitely for the people who've lost loved ones who want to communicate with them to know they're okay. The Count to 12 show is very similar to what you've just witnessed or just heard tonight. Channeling from the divine wisdom of the masters and beyond. What you've heard and felt tonight is only on the tip of a needle. There's so much more to come. So I will say good night, God bless. Hope you can come next in a fortnight's time, and I'll leave you through the music. God bless. And please like me on Facebook or on Blog Talk Radio. If you want a private reading, please contact me on thecounselor12.com. thecounselor12.com.
There's a place for us somewhere, a place for us, peace and quiet and open air, wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us time for us. Time together with time to spare. Time to learn. Time to care. Someday, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving. And we're halfway there. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. Somehow, someday, somewhere. Someday, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving somewhere. There's a place for us, a time and a place for us. Hold my hand and we're high.